He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Colts and the Jaguars under the lights on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. But tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at, and look at this, right away a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The Colts at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Slot man moves right. Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Mostert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Jaguar defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it easily move into the top 5.
A gain there of 21 yards. From the third team now, they work on 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. He'll look to throw.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
Touchdown, Colts! Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. It's gone. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up third down.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. A shotgun snap for Goff. Flushed out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. Here's Jack Fox now.
Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin.
That's taken on the 25. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Jameson Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that time and change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make them uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
2nd and 6. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Draymond Jones able to run him down for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jalen Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one caught by Carter. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 17 yards out.
And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. A good drive that time is over 9 plays in all. All finished on a 17-yard touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
3rd down and 13.
There's Goff.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first and 10, it's Carter. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. Carter once more. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on first and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season and looking next on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now Goff.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the right side, incomplete to Washington. 23 yards on the play.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of them.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Noah Fant, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to add on to their first half lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Good games all over the screen there, one being at MetLife Stadium. A big one for the Jets, as they'll have to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the LA Rams. And then one more to highlight, Monday Night Football. That'll be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
And the half will begin with a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. First down, here's the run with Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! KJ Osborne, 35 yards. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here are the Colts to take over. They were able to defeat Houston last week. They lead things here as well as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now Meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Jaguars are going to take over here up near the 40. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it. And the Colts are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And then now a hit and a loose football. And one of the linebackers has got it, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, but he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I don't cover return punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor if those guys coming full steam ahead at it.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling.
Touchdown! From 3 yards out, and the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They won't tell us that. He's really good.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. He's still on his feet. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league where we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Hill going to go in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Goff. He's gotten a Joker's big tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30.
A gain of 15. First down, Jaguars.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Nice footwork at the 25. Oh, twisting away. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Goff. And his throw here's incomplete.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Quick toss by Goff is complete.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Awesome.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Here's Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a cold moon shaking up on that last play.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Micah Parsons in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Indianapolis, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Goff now looks to throw. And this is Cook with the ground. And we have an injury on the play, and now it looks like the running back, James Cook, is the one who's down. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 50, it's Goff. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's got this down to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down, Jacksonville.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
First down, Jaguars.
To the air again. Goff. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety rolling into position almost had it, but it's second down. Out of the gun. Goff. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Colts are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Byron Young forcing his way in there for the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen. But somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Play action. It's Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Colts are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
2nd and 11. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Back to throw. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
2nd down and 6 now.
Back to throw, Goff. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Goff on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyreek Hill from 3 yards out.
And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
40-yard line.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being so the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
Throwing again is Goff. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now Goff on 1st down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now, because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
There's that man again. It's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Off play action. Here's Goff. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Colts are going to win the football game. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times, and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.